Hello lads, I hope you've all had a great week. I've owed you all this video for a while, and first up, it's not about parallel parking for driving tests in the UK or US. I've already done a video on that, but this is going to be more of a real world tips video on parallel parking in tighter spots in towns and cities. Again, if you want to go see it for the driving test, there's another video that I'll put down in the description. But hope you've all had a great week. Parallel parking is one of those things that's kind of like a classic problem worldwide, and really it's fairly simple. There are a few things that you can get wrong with it, such as getting too close to other cars, bumping other cars, scraping the one that you're parking in front of, that sort of thing. And you don't really have to stretch it out over a 20-minute video explaining the exact angles you need. There's just a few tips that you need to firstly get down, and then you will start to get better at it over time. Practice it not in front of expensive cars if you can. Try and do it in front of some cones or something like that if you're really scared about getting it right first off. So we're going to go over the basic tips step by step, and you can follow along, and then we'll add some bits in at the end which are sort of tips on what you could be getting wrong and how to fix those. So to start off, you're going to need to know how roughly big your car is. There's no real secret to this apart from experience, and literally pulling up next to the spot that you're going to be parking into and seeing if your car is smaller than it. You're going to want a few feet either side. Don't try and park in really small spaces when you're starting out and learning, because it's only going to end badly, especially if you've got it wrong and your car is actually smaller than the spot, because it's only going to end in you tapping one of the cars. So step one, pull alongside the car you'll be parking behind and try to get to the back of your cars lined up. You don't have to be exactly spot on, so don't worry too much. How far you want to be from the car to the side of you will be about half a car's width, 2 or 3 feet. It doesn't matter as long as you're within that range. You don't want to be across the other side of the road, and you don't want to be touching the car next to you. So again, half a car width, 2 or 3 feet, and you'll be about spot on. Now, if you want to move your curbside mirror down towards the curb, you can do so. There's no need to, but it might make it easier if you're really worried about your rims, worried about getting too close or not close enough. So you can do it if you want to. So while stopped, make sure your wheel is fully turned towards the curb. If the curb is on your left-hand side, it'll be left hand down. If the curb is on your right, it'll be right hand down. Fairly simple. So after you've checked all around, ride the clutch and keep the speed down as low as possible. Keep the car on full lock and start to turn into the spot. You're going to want to aim for 45 degrees here. It's very rough, and it will depend on how deep the space is and the size of your car. But roughly 45 degrees, that's what everyone says, and it kind of looks like this. Again, it doesn't have to be spot on, and you'll know what works with more practice. Keeping your speed down is vital here, as the faster you go, the wider your turn will be, and the more problems you're going to run into. So once you've gotten to around 45 degrees, away from the curb, you're going to want to straighten up the wheel and come back. You want to stop at this point and straighten up the car when you're learning. When you get better at it, you can kind of do it in more of a smooth motion rather than stop, start, stop, start. But don't worry about that at the moment. You're going to want to aim to come back until you're just over a foot from the curb. Any closer than that and you could risk scraping your wheels. Any further away and you'll be sticking out in the road a little. Whilst you're backing up, always check how close you're getting to the car behind you. Again, it's your responsibility, not how badly the person's parked behind you, so you've got to avoid tapping or hitting anyone. Once you're just over a foot from the curb, you're going to want to turn your wheel full lock in the opposite direction. So if you were turning towards a curb on your left, then you'll be full lock right. If there's a curb on your right, it'll be full lock left. As your car starts to come back and become parallel with the curb, if you're getting really close to the car behind you and you're still not straight, you can turn hard towards the curb and then straighten your car up that little bit more. Really tight spaces will require you to sort of wiggle backwards and forwards a little bit to get this right. So parallel parking is as simple as that really, and well done, you have parallel parked your car. There will be a few problems that you will come across, first of which will be turning too deep into the space and turning not deep enough, or coming in too shallow for the spot. So turning too deeply into the space will mean that your rear wheel facing the curb will touch the curb and you'll feel the car stop as it does this. The main solution to it is turn less, so have less angle coming into that spot. Whilst if you're too shallow and you're sticking out into the road some when you're finished and parked up, then you're going to want more angle on that initial turn in. So wait a little bit longer until you straighten up, and then back in. So remember, in parallel parking, the keys are to keep the speed down, stop if you have to, and recheck around you for anything that might have crept up on you without you realizing. Don't worry about having to back out and abandon it and try something else if you've realized the spot is too small as well. Don't try and force a spot that's smaller than your car, because you will just end up damaging the cars around you and your own car, which is, the important thing. I'm just trying to keep this video as simple as possible. I know there are videos out there that are way more complex, and if you feel like you want to get really deep into them, then you can do. But hopefully this is just a simple explanation of how to parallel park in the easiest way, and you can get a bit from this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing evening. Drive safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.